Tell me about the two of you, first working together and figuring out how to navigate, because you are each playing at times different versions of yourself, and with the choices that your characters make are profoundly different ways that you carry yourselves, and it's very interesting to watch. So how was that? I mean, what were those conversations? How was it with the two of you on set at first? And was it weird sort of switching, like, wait, which modes are we in? Which versions are we doing?
It did start to feel more comfortable. I remember in the early stages thinking about the differences. I mean, we really don't get a lot of time together in the early part of the series as the actual married couple that we are.
It's like two scenes.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, upgraded Jason turns up and is a little bit more intimate and amorous than, the old model. So there's this sort of question about, I mean, I kind of love it actually, this question of if your partner's suddenly changed. Of course, your brain is never going to go to this is an alternate version of my partner. So from my perspective is, how do you fit into a life if you don't have the actual experience, the fabric of, in this case, the last 15 years of experience? Mm-hmm. How do you bluff your way into being a father and a husband without all the ups and downs behind you? But this question of, like, what if your partner would be suddenly different, either in a negative or a positive way, or a combination of the both? That was the fun stuff to play with. But on a work level, I was thrilled that Jennifer was going to be doing the show, and I didn't ever feel disappointed. I felt constantly impressed, and just felt like it was such a pleasure to be able to work with her, and they say you should never meet the people you really admire, because sometimes they can let you down. It's not true. And I would say that if she wasn't sitting here. Like, the opposite.
That's very sweet. Thank you. I was super excited to work with Joel. I mean, I've been a fan of his work, and you're great in this show. So great.
Thank you.
So great. It's so much fun to watch. And he's like he was in every scene of this show. It was crazy. And he has all these different iterations of his character. It was such a huge job. He's like so enthusiastic. He's always on time. He's like always prepared. He talked about being grumbly. He's never grumbly. He's like so just nice to work with and super talented. I had so much fun. It's such a joy. It's like such a joy working with someone who is just great. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's just the fun part of what we do, and then you can like play and explore and find things, and that's right. Also, I believe like literally everything that you do in this, like every moment. It's great. And there's some really hard stuff, because there's some really experiences that none of us have ever had.
Yeah.
And I think it was so important for this show to have that, to be grounded in that way.
Totally.